Many of my friends, if they see me, they would never suspect that I'm homeless. My family and I have lived in Brooklyn as long as I could remember. I was living with my mom, my stepdad, my older sister, and my two younger sisters. When it was freshman year of high school, they told us that, we were gonna get evicted, and we really had nowhere to go. All of us, we were, scared and confused, and definitely the stereotype that's associated with being homeless. I worry a lot about that. We moved to a homeless shelter in the Bronx. Not only being evicted, but having to go to a shelter was not pleasant, as you could probably imagine.
Amy, as a freshman, she was always very bright, but freshman year, her family lost their apartment and they moved to the shelter in the Bronx, and her life turned upside down. But until she turned up on a displaced housing list, I was not aware, because it did not show up in anything she did in school.
She made a conscious decision to continue to come here. She felt like this was her home, and she really didn't want to give that up, especially since she had lost her family's home.
She took 4 trains, 2 hours, maybe more, AP Chem, first thing in the morning. And I said, Amy, it's too much for you to get here first period. I said, your commute is almost 2 hours. And she said to me, oh no, it's fine. I like that class. I don't want to move to the later class. This is perfect for me. She said, I can do this, and she did.
I wake up at 4:35 every day, and at the door by 5:10, and I get here around 6:50. I have 3 AP classes. I think AP Chem is one of my favorite classes because it is science related. I'll admit it's challenging, but I think in the end it's worth the satisfaction.
When Amy moved into the shelter and she had no personal space, she would go to the library so she would have time alone. During her lunch periods, Amy doesn't go to the cafeteria. She finds a little space where she would do her homework. She never complained. She just found a way to do it.
She's part of the Make a Difference Club, the Medical Science Club, the flag team, our band. She's also very highly ranked in our school. She's in the top 2% of the graduating class, which is over 1,000 students. Amy is really one of the most resilient students one could ever meet.
Amy always has her dream, and she will take the steps to get there.
So I've always loved animals. I've grown up with them all my life. And I think it was when I really got to high school, and I think sophomore year was when it clicked. Being a veterinarian, it was something that I could make into reality if I did work hard enough. And since I am living in the Bronx, I thought might as well go volunteer at the Bronx Zoo.
Even with everything else going on in her life, Amy knows who she is and where she wants to go. And she doesn't allow her circumstance to stop her from being the person she wants to become.
I know that I can be independent and someone who will be successful enough to provide for my family and be there for them. It's still possible to, overcome these barriers and not to let anything, stop me from being who that I want to be.